Hey, it's the Chief Bunny with Board Games, and we're doing a quick unboxing. This is going to be from Trafalgar Editions, Games and Books. It's out of Spain. They sent me Waterloo 1815, but you may remember they'd sent me Trafalgar 1805, ships of the line Trafalgar. So I wanted to show you because they're definitely like kissing cousins here. Got the same colored box. One's got a black sailing vessel. The other one's got a white. But it's they both got the kind of what I call the Avalon Hill style of how hard, how complex is the game. But we're gonna do an unboxing of 18. Let me get it up there. 1815 Waterloo with a caveat. This one had a little bit rougher time in transit. Hey, it came from very far away. It's Christmas time, so maybe they were tossing around, but it split aside on the box. So I opened it. I've been through it. I had to glue together one whole edge, get her back into viewing condition. So I've been through it. I didn't unfurl the map and all that kind of stuff, but I've seen the content. So it won't be as fresh to me as it hopefully is for you. So out of Spain, Waterloo 1815, La Última Batalla de Napoleon. I'm sure I messed that up. Let's go take a look at what's inside. All right, Waterloo 1815, Trafalgar Edition, Games and Books. Love the artwork that's been used here. Just gives you that intimate feel of battle. All right, so we've got the rule book here. This is like... maybe it's not glossy. It's kind of like a newspaper print, so you can see the same cover piece. For me, I actually do wish this had been color. I love a lot of color and I love glossy, but I also know that's extremely expensive. So we do have table of contents, optional rules, everything's listed, so I know what we're going to be going through. I have not read through this at all, and there's really no point in flipping through all this. So you can see they do have some diagrams, but they're black and white. There are blocks in here. Let me give you the page count. 34 pages, and let me see. I thought I'd seen Prussian entry. So, but that tells you, hey, there's your manual, your rule book. All right, let's look. I believe, so these are actual counters. So fairly small if you compare the size of my thumb. But these are smaller little counters just so they don't clutter up the board. It's kind of like, you can tell they're in combat or they're minus modifiers, or I don't know what these are. And they are double-sided. All right, pretty standard counters as you go. All right. Looks like plotting maps for the different sides. These are glossy and a little bit thicker cardstock. And again, I am not sure exactly what they are. Interesting. I am going to be a little careful because, like I said, I've glued one of the seams together. There's a total blank one as well. Some quick reference charts. Charts 1, chart 3. I don't know if that's chart 2 there or not. So we do have some quick reference charts, but they're all just single-sided. A fire and combat table. Have not been into the rules here at all. I've been actually slammed with my war games and just playing them as I can. Terrain chart, always good, single-sided. Scenario 1, Prussians are coming. Scenario 2, attack on the Allied center. Cool. Layout's good. Not sure what that is. It's not a sticker, it's just paper. but it looks like the stickers that would go on the blocks. All right, artillery. Looks like you can go into square. Interesting. Placement of adhesive labels. Okay. So I would imagine these are my adhesive labels if I can get them out. Oh, come on. There we go. Come on, big fingers. There's 2 pages here. All right. And again, I'm wondering, what are these? Is that a fix-it sheet or something that I'm going to have to glue in place? I don't know. I'll have to find out. Okay, we got a board here. I'm going to see if there's anything else. We'll come to the boards last because I have to adjust the camera. So we got 6-sided die, 2 red, 2 blue. We got some cards. Let's take a look. I do know there are blocks underneath this, so we'll look at that in a bit too. All right, these are event cards. The Prussians, the French, the Allies. Make sure that's on camera, sorry. So again, and then event cards in English and Spanish. Okay, cool. I do not know a lot of history on the whole Napoleonic era. I know a little bit about Waterloo from reading the Sharp series of books. All right, so here are my blocks, stapled shut in cellophane. You got little tiny baby ones. Well, you got small, medium, and large. Okay. And there we go. Oh, let me show you the back real quick, because I do dig what they've got going on here. So you got some standard pictures of what's going on. You can see the way they describe the units, or the way they display the units. Some of the history. What I love here is this complexity rating, very Avalon Hill-ish. Your contents, designer, time scale, 1 hour per game turn. All right. Oh, we do have that. That's for those that like to do that. I usually find they're longer, but whatever. All right. Chief, see you guys. And you're going the board. The board. Yes. I was in a hurry. My son's going to ring that doorbell, and he'll be home from school at any moment. Let me back up or back off a little bit. Create a little room. Let's see this board, or these boards. So we got 2 boards folding out. Wow, these are going to be fairly sizable. I'll end up panning. If I can get this figured. All right, let me set this up, get them flat, and I'll pan it real quick so you guys can see the detail with a couple zooms. All right, here is a great shot, and I will, like I said, pan it real quick so you get an idea of the size. And then I'm going to zoom in on a couple parts. So let me cut, and I'll be zoomed in. All right, I am zoomed in on some city sections. So you can see we got our elevation markers, which look to me like the white is the lowest, and you've got the majority, which is green, and then you move into the shading, wow, I can say that, all the way up to these little hilltops you can see. I like these little red hot spots that look to me like bridge locations. That'll be crucial. You can see the woods off in the distance. Let me see, I think there's some closer. Right there are some closer woods, so that denotes the woods right there. You got your roads coming around, and there are some forts like so. I believe those are forts. And the map comes together quite nice. Like I said, you can see the elevation perfectly right there. All right, there we go. See you guys, Chief.